Let's go. Hey, what is going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life, in the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to each and every one of you. What an exciting time to be an early adopter in this new asset class. That is the digital asset space. You and I, my friends, we're playing a game that 99.99% of the masses don't even know is being played. And we we are winning, my friends. We are winning for sure. I hope everyone is doing well. Happy I guess it's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to each and every one of you. I'm telling you, this market is something. This market is something for sure. See if that works that way. Yeah, that would work. Good to see you guys. Let me make sure that this is correct. Bit rate is not great. Okay. Good to see you guys again. Good morning to you, each and every one of you. I see here. This is something let's do this. I want to check this out in the normal thing. Got the thing up there. Got the viewers up. That's great. Good to see you guys. What's going on, Michael O2? Good to see you, bro. Digital Funkster. What's good, my guy? It's been a while. It has been a while for sure. Good to see you. Let's see here. Let's check this out. Make sure everything is going good. I got an exciting new project that I want to share with you guys. Fairly new. It's fairly new. It's new enough. You know, we like to say, don't chase the game. Let the game come to you. So we're going to share this project. It's got his foot under it a little bit, I think. And yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be the Aave of Arbitrum. I think it's going to be the Aave of Arbitrum. I really, really do. So I'm excited to share that with you. I did go in, just to let you guys know. Shout out to Kevin Cage. I did go in on Casper. Yeah, went in on Casper. Let me know in the chat if you guys are going in on Casper yet. If you're thinking about it, considering it. What's going on with Crypto Eddie? Talking about XRP airdrop for XRP holder snapshot. What's going on with that? I have not heard of such a thing. What's going on there? What's going on with that? Shout out to Crypto Eddie. I'm trying to get to the right. Should I go to my channel? What am I trying to get to the right screen here? Did you guys check out Crypto Eddie's latest video? Shout out to Crypto Eddie. I'm trying to get this stream going the right way. And goodness gracious, it is slow as the dickens. I'm excited about this new project, guys. Arbitrum ecosystem. They're getting ready to launch their token. And this is a project that has been building, you know, early on Arbitrum. Was taking advantage of layer 0 and Stargate technology, which I think is important. I think it's important in a big time way. And yeah, I kind of like what they're doing. It is very, very similar to what Aave has done, right? Now we all know about Aave and Compound, right? Early to the game, first mover's advantage on Ethereum. So we all know what happens when you start to do your stuff on Ethereum, right? Let's see, can I view? Where is the view? Why am I missing? What am I missing here? Hold on one second, guys. Is it this? View in live control room. Is that the same thing as the analytics? I get that confused. That might be the same thing. But yeah, so it's the way I'm seeing this project is that it is, yeah, it's that. That's not what I wanted. Dang it. Guess we're gonna have to go with that. Was Master EZ? What's going on, my friend? I guess we're gonna have to just go with that because I can't get to it any other way. Yeah, can't get to it any other way. So yeah, so interesting thing. I want to share that with you guys. I did get in on Casper. Shout out again to Kevin Cage. Hope you guys had the opportunity to consider it. I looked at the chart, holy moly, and I said, yeah, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Of course, we're gonna go over the numbers because the market is doing what the market does. We'll go over those numbers for sure. First, let me ask you guys, how many of you guys are participating in the Arbitrum ecosystem? How many guys are participating in the Arbitrum ecosystem? Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button if you haven't done so already. I appreciate you guys being here this morning. You know how we do. We like to have just as many likes as we have viewers in the stream. So if you haven't smashed that like button yet, no worries. Just collapse the chat. Go smash the like button and come back and hang out with the Crypto Siege and family. Says it's an excellent connection on the stream. So that is a good deal. We're going to go over the market again because it is just doing what it does. But let me know in the chat, how many of you guys are participating in the Arbitrum ecosystem? Let me know. Shout out in the chat and let me know that you're participating. Yes, no, not yet. Let me know. Let me know what's good there. I'll get some of my protein in. Oxford, is that Oxford? Where is that Oxford, Master EZ? Is that Connecticut? Is that somewhere in England, New England, in England? Let me know. Let me know what is good. Shout out to the podcast fam. Shout out to the podcast family. Let me know. I'm waiting for that in the chat, guys. Let me know. England. Love it, Master EZ. Appreciate you. What's going on? Keela, it's good to see you. The Lady of Crypto is in the building. Darcy says no, has not participated in the Arbitrum ecosystem. What about you, Keyless? Have you participated in the Arbitrum ecosystem? Just real quick, the project that we're going to share before we go over the numbers. The project that we're going to share is Radiant Capital. Radiant Capital podcast fan. We're going to look into the Arbitrum ecosystem and this particular project called Radiant Capital. I believe there's two important things. You got to check out the new launches, and then we got to check out the game changes on that new launch. So Arbitrum, although Arbitrum has been around, they have no token. So they're getting ready to launch their token. There have been projects that have been building in the Arbitrum ecosystem. Arbitrum is a layer 2 solution, if you will, to Ethereum or for Ethereum. Between Optimism and Arbitrum, I lean a little bit more to Arbitrum. Utilizing the platform has been really smooth. Found out my whole time I was doing all this preparation for the Arbitrum airdrop. You had to have all that done by February 6th. Yeah, so that's why I ended up not being eligible. Agent Orange 210, what's going on, my friend? I don't believe I've seen you check in. Where are you checking in from, Agent Orange 210? I have interacted with Arbitrum for some time now and am looking forward to tomorrow's drop. Good for you, my friend. Yeah, Michael, I muted the mic because I had to do something on the podcast thing that I didn't do. I appreciate that, bro. Oh, nice. Michael Marchese is in the building. Yo, what's going on from Myrtle Beach? How are you, my friend? Digital Funkster says no as well. Okay, that's interesting. Isn't that interesting? But Arbitrum, again, I think Arbitrum right now, it's the biggest layer two. It's ahead of Optimism. They're getting ready to launch their token and transition very heavily into a DAO. They're transitioning into this thing where Flare Networks, a layer one, is, pretty much right at the DAO level, pretty much. But they're going to transition to a DAO as well. Keela says, nope, working multiple jobs. It's been challenging to keep up with stuff. LOL. I try to concentrate on the stuff I'm already in. I hear you. I hear you, miss. I hear you. Cutting shrubs and buying crypto. I hear you, Michael Casey. I hear you, bro. Oh, Agent Orange says it's been a while since I checked in, but I'm in Rhode Island. Oh, okay. Well, welcome back, bro. Rhode Island. Nice. The Northeast. I love it. So we're going to get into Radiant after we go over these numbers. But Keyless, yeah, I went in on on Casper. I went in on Casper. After I show you the numbers, I'm going to show you the chart of Casper. I had to do it. I had to do it. I had to do it. Blockchain Backer says, it's great to see XRP moving, but still going to be kind of ranging for a little bit. But he does expect the 2017, 2018 numbers to happen in 2023 in terms of growth. That's what he said. So we'll see. Yeah, I hear you. Digital Puncture says, I've been concentrated on EOS and EOS-based change. Really? That's interesting. The OG EOS, huh? Agent Orange 210. I'm just not sure whether or not to sell at TGE and buy more ARB at a lower price or just HODL. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I missed out on the Agent Orange. I missed out on the airdrop. I was doing all of my airdrop qualifications after the period had already ended. I didn't even know it ended in February. I thought I still had a shot. People were doing YouTube channels and doing videos on it. I thought he still had a shot, but apparently all the snapshots and all the that third party that they use to record transactions stopped in February, which was a major bummer. Major bummer. I was migrating ETH and using different things, but hey, that's how it goes. That is how it goes. All right, let's go over these numbers, guys. Let's go over the market real quick. Keela says my EOS and cells is very little, but it's there. Yeah, I hear you. I got rid of EOS a while back. Let's see, what am I want to do? Share the screen. Let's go over the market, guys. Shout out to CoinGecko.com. Big fan. I was checking in on hash flow and seeing what was going on there. See if if the chart was looking good enough to add to the position. It's just not yet. It's only 81% down from its all-time high. We'd like to be at least 90%. So I'm not going to add any more. All right, let's go here. Let's do this. Refresh. Make sure we got the current numbers. 28,782 for Bitcoin. Is that right? Let me refresh this again. Okay, so those are the real numbers right there, guys. Look, the total cryptocurrency market cap, according to CoinGecko. Love the CoinGecko app on my phone. Love using it on the desktop as well. They just got really great UI and UX. I really like them. 1.24 trillion is the total cryptocurrency market cap. It's down, however, from an all-time high of over 3 trillion. It's up 1.2% in the last 24 hours. The Bitcoin dominance is at 45%. Just not going to get an alt season with that kind of Bitcoin dominance, my guys. Just not going to happen. Bitcoin is trading at $28,769. Ethereum is trading at $1,820. And XRP is trading at 44 cents. I think it got as high as 50 cents in the last 24 hours. I think it got as high as 50 cents. So we got some double figure 7-day greens, which is nice. It's good to see that. XRP up 19.4% on the 7-day. Again, these are cool. These are cool for me. This would be if I had some stuff that I wanted to exit or take profit, I would be doing it with some 7-day gains. But that's kind of where we are there. The market, again, guys, is just doing what it does. Let me show you Casper. Let me show you why I went all in on Casper. Besides, obviously, seeing what they got going on, new partnership, which is, these VC partnerships, you know how the VC partnerships go, but they did hook up with Anthony Scaramucci. They did hook up with him. So, but Kevin Cage, you guys know from the XRP community, Kevin Cage has been, he has been big on the Casper network for a while now. This Casper currently trading at 3 cents. You can go to casper.network to check them out, learn more about them. I went on the Twitter pages and checked out the activity. I went to the Casper Live to do some, hook up some wallets and hook up, check out their activity. But this is the chart. This is the chart. Okay. Yeah, that's the chart. So it's, it's down from all-time highs, down 97% from the all-time high of $1.33. I checked out the numbers for the year, 45% down for the year. I looked at the chart and I'm like, that's one of the big factors to me. If you got a good looking chart, you got something that's building. Circulating supply is 10 billion. Total supply is 11 billion. I'm rounding up these numbers, rounding down or up. So those are good numbers in terms of inflation and having to deal with future tokens getting into the market. So that was really, really, really good. But, that's a chart right there, family. Not telling you go out and buy Casper, but that's a chart. That is a chart. And being that they're still active, engaged, and building. Let's see if I can find Casper. Here it is. I said, you know what? I think the risk is well worth it. So here's Casper Labs, Skybridge's Anthony Scaramucci, on why he partnered with us and what most excites him about Casper. We all know about Anthony Scaramucci, right? Interesting stuff here. Casper Labs CTO, how to onboard the next 1 million blockchain users. But let's check out this little interview here. Well, let me know what you guys think about that chart. Skybridge Capital's Anthony Scaramucci on why he partnered with Casper Labs and what most excites him about Casper. Again, this is the VC stuff, so I get it, right? Casper Labs recently announced a partnership with Skybridge Capital, has already generated a lot of excitement among the Casper community and beyond, along with our other newest partner, the Abu Dhabi-based Al Mascari Holding. Skybridge will play a key role in helping expand Casper's footprint in key markets around the world, along with bolstering the company's business development, investor relations, and marketing operations. So what was the all-time low? Let me see, check something on here. 2 cents. All-time low was 2 cents. It's at 3 cents. The following is a lightly edited transcript of the conversation. What excites you most about Casper? He says, a lot of things excite me about Casper. I'll start with the technology. It's a platform built to usher in the next generation of enterprise software, which will be highly reliant on authentication, verification, and decentralization. Nobody is tackling these areas with the level of specificity, like it's always hard for me to say that, and technological prowess that I've seen from the Casper Labs team. This really jumped out to my research team as we were looking deeper into the Casper ahead of formalizing this partnership. Casper Labs gets how enterprises work, and they've built an impressive product that caters directly to that reality. It's why I believe that they're poised to be the industry standard as enterprises continue to adopt blockchain on a grander scale. Nobody was tackling these areas. I also think Casper has an opportunity to help change the broader narrative around blockchain, which is understandably tepid in this bear market. People are spooked about digital assets, and yet there's still this great underlying efficiency that businesses can realize from deploying blockchain technology. Casper is helping businesses to prove this utility, something I believe will be a big part of the narrative that comes out of this current cycle. So that's the word, and that is the word on Casper. I showed you guys the chart. Let me get back to this chat, but kind of went on it. What's going on, John 316? Good to see you. Yes, I've heard of Elk Finance, RC. How are you, my friend? Appreciate you checking in this morning. But let's get into the project that I'd like to share with you guys on Arbitrum. Again, it's called Radiant Capital. Radiant Capital. Let's go to CoinGecko. Let's put in the token symbol. Now, I'm definitely not saying go rush in on this token. For sure, you know, how we do on the Crypto Seasons channel. We don't tell anybody what to do with their money. But what I'm considering is what it's trying to do, what ecosystem that they want to participate in. So they're participating in the ecosystem of an Aave and a Compound and a Binky and a Bend DAO, right? Where you can lend your assets, you can borrow against those assets, provide liquidity, that type of thing, right? We all know that Aave and Compound are the blue chippers in the space. All right, so the chart, I get it, is only down 30% from its all-time high. It was at 1 cent right now. It's at 50. All-time high was 58. So it was at 1 cent at one time, right? So I get it. And I always like to, for me, what I look at, let me check out the markets real quick. What I look at is I want to kind of hedge the risk. So I let kind of platforms kind of do their thing for a bit, right? So I'm not going to be on certain things that are at 1 cent or 2 cent or not really the price, just launching, because I just think there's bigger risk in it just getting started, especially when you think about Radiant being in the Aave and Compound market, right? You got blue chippers proving themselves, audit, securities, hack proof, all that stuff. You got those blue chippers, and then you get this new thing on a new chain, right? So Radiant, a new thing on a new chain, Arbitrum. For me, that's right. That's risk involved in that. It's not proven itself. So again, we say don't chase the game, let the game come to you. So we've kind of been paying attention to it. Got a healthy market, right? Got centralized exchanges. You got DeFi platforms, right? So there's liquidity in the space, in the project, and that's important. Gate.io, BitGet, OKX. Then you got some DeFi's, Uniswap and Trader Joe, MEXC Global, right? So you got a good mark, KuCoin. So you got a good, what's KuCoin's volume right now? 474,000 in 24 hours. The spread is 0.3. It is 3.7 in the spread, which is one of the lowest. I see Huobi, who those of you who can navigate on Huobi, is 0.2% on the spread. Hard to operate on Huobi. So I kind of was looking at that as well. Let's go to Radiant.capital. Again, this is on the Arbitrum ecosystem only. And they have a unique proposition, right? We used to call it unique sales proposition, USP. And I like that. Earn interest and borrow assets cross-chain seamlessly. So what they did and what they are doing, version 2 is about to come out in a few weeks, is they're allowing you to deposit on Arbitrum, but borrow in Ethereum or in Binance chain or in Polygon, right? Because a lot of times what people do is they deposit liquidity, but they're looking to take that and borrow against it, but they're looking to borrow in a different chain, right? So we're always having to use multi-chain, or we're always having to use a bridge, like maybe the Arbitrum bridge or layer swap. We're always using these bridges to bridge what we just borrow over back to another chain. Well, with Radiant, you can do that all on the platform. So you're going to save time and you're going to save in fees as well, and risk, in my opinion, and risk as well, because there are always challenges in bridging, always. So it says powered by Layer Zero, which is doing some really amazing stuff. The total market size is 80 million. Platform fees paid to Radiant Lock is 4.5 million. The loop ring APR on DAI is 445%. 157% industry leading yields. Lock Radiant liquidity to earn yield, and we'll go over that in a second. Trusted by 28,000 plus holders, battle tested and audited by multiple leading security firms. Radiant security is one of the high priority. Layer Zero also does audit, slant protection, security for them as well. There it is. Lock Radiant liquidity. Access boosted emissions and accumulate tokens paid in blue chip assets such as Bitcoin, ETH, BNB, and stablecoins. So you can get some BTC rewards, which is interesting. Then it talks about the mission. The Radiant style mission is to unify the billions in fragmented liquidity across Web3 money markets under one safe, user-friendly, capital-efficient, what they're calling omni-chain. This is how I know that Flare is just going to be, in my opinion, it's going to be ginormous. If it wins, if the technology proves out, I think it's going to be massive. So let me launch the app here. Let's launch it so you guys can see it. There's Arbitrum right there, dashboard managed by, these are some examples of the assets on here. Stablecoin DAI, USDC, USDT, ETH, and wrapped Bitcoin. What an amazing, okay, so again, this is what they're doing here. You can deposit DAI. The deposit APY, in other words, the yield that you'll get on depositing DAI is 1.9%. Radiant is going to pay you 8.42%. And it raises it from 1.9 to 8.42% because you're going to get Radiant tokens, right? 1.9 in DAI up to 8.42%. It moves up to 8.42% in the Radiant token, right? See it right here, supply info. 1.9% APY. Radian APR is 8.42%. The Loop APR is 112%. Max loan to value is 75%. Liquidation threshold is 85%. Very, 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 very similar to Aave. Very, very similar to Aave. So you're getting paid right now to deposit and to borrow. That's the bottom line. You're getting paid to deposit and borrow. If you borrow DAI, 12.5% APY is your loan rate, but you're earning 26.16% APR. These numbers do fluctuate. So you can be both a lender and a borrower. Really like that. So the stables are pretty high. USDC 29.36% is really, really good. So I kind of like that. Let me see something. What else here? Let's see what's dashboard. I haven't done anything yet, so connecting my wallet won't really show you anything. Let's see here. Let's go to the markets. Manage. Let's see. Heading to balancer, your leaving rating capital will be redirected to the decentralized exchange aggregator, not managed by Random, by clicking continue. Okay, so I don't want to do that. But I will do this. Let's connect the wallet. Again, think of Aave on Ethereum. Think of Aave. And sure, they branched out and to other ecosystems. But think of Aave in the Ethereum ecosystem. Where's my Arbitrum? And what I like about this is, since it's, here it is. It's in the same marketplace, but the marketplace has been established, which means that Radiant had a chance to learn from the ills and the woes and the challenges that Aave and Compound experienced, if you will, right? They had a chance to learn from that. And I think that's important. I won't do my ledger right now because I'm gonna hook up my ledger. Because you can lock and you can stake the Radiant token. I like that. This is my internet. This is why this is taking so long. So you can lock and you can stake and you can provide liquidity. They get ready to head to and do version 2, which I think is going to be important. Come on, MetaMask. But you guys see what I'm saying about the bigger picture? Think of Arbitrum. Arbitrum is the #1 layer 2 and on top of Ethereum. #1, big time assets under management. They have projects that kind of grown with them over a year, 18 months. But they get ready to launch their token. And when they launch their token, is my theory is that the projects that were with them in the beginning that are winning in their particular market, like Radiant is winning in its market, is going to really take off, in my opinion, right? So for Ethereum, there's Aave, right? Kind of had a first mover's advantage. And I think that Radiant is even better in its first mover's advantage because it got to learn from Aave and Compound, but it will be, and take that information, take that knowledge and leverage it on the first move advantage that it has on Arbitrum, right? Better technology, layer 0 and Stargate, in my opinion. And I think that gives it a chance. What is going on here? And I think that gives it a chance to win. And we're going to look at Aave, and we're going to look at what it has done in its time in this space, compare when it launched and how it launched, its price, and go from there. So it is my internet. What's going on? Sorry about that, guys. My internet is just not freaking great right now. MetaMask does not want to connect. Come on. Yeah, there it is. So you guys getting what I'm saying about that? Come on. Okay. It's connected. You are now connected to Radiant version 2. This says it's launched. I thought it was not launched. Okay. I thought it was going to be a few weeks, but I guess not. Please use this version going forward to withdraw assets from version 1. Click here. Okay. Well, I haven't deposited anything, but it is not saying that I am connected, and I don't understand why it's not saying that. Whoa, I mean, this thing is, internet is just slow as hell. This says I'm connected. I don't know. Okay, I got it. There it is. There it is. So you can see here, so they got this new thing called DLP, which I think is dynamic liquidity pool, which is awesome. Compound to earn 8.15%. So they kind of, instead of the one-sided staking, they came up with this thing called dynamic liquidity pool, which I really, really like here. You deposit your liquidity here to earn the APR. I don't see any numbers. And what I learned earlier today, maybe I may need to deposit like a teeny bit of something to put it on here. Platform fees, right? I paid over the next 7 days, 65,000. That's cool. Welcome to Radiant version 2. Okay, so let me show you why, I like what's going on with Radiant. I went over the token terminal to learn more about Radiant Capital. Token terminal is really, really excellent for doing that type of thing. Learning about the projects, learning how well they're doing. And they have something called a financial statement. A financial statement, right? Which I think is massive, that you can get this data. So think about the active loans here. In January of 2023, they had 90 million in active loans on this project. 90.24 million. In February, 1 month later, it more than doubled to 213.56 million in loans. And it is currently in March at 259 million, with still 9 days to go. Then you got the income statement, which is important, right? So, right, how do they generate free fees, right? So their fees have gone up from January to March. Their fees were 490,000. Might as well say 491,000 in January, 1.15 million. Remember, when you deposit, when you deposit and you borrow, actually, use or for sure deposit, you earn in fees, right? So it went up to 1.15 million. It's saying it's the same in fees for the month of March. And you can see here, supply side fees, 576 and revenue 576, right? Because they get split up. They get split up from the people who stake and or their tokens now with the DLP when you deposit and or when you participate in the DLP, the dynamic liquidity pools as well. And you can see their earnings in terms of profitability, right? In terms of profitability, 105,000 in January, 320,000 in February, 338,000 in March. All right, so let me show you an even better one that I want to show you. Here's their earnings for the platform. This is very important. I'm on the competitive landscape, and it's comparing it to Aave, Benkei, and Ben Dow and Compound. Compound is not even getting in here in terms of fee earnings. Radiant Capital, you can see, is number one. And this is spread out through the course. Earnings, number one, daily earnings. Number one throughout the whole thing, number one, ahead of Aave. So even if the earnings might, necessarily be in the minus 1 month or 1 week or 2 days, being number one, it means you're still number one. So they're ahead of Aave. Right? Because you want to be where it's profitable, right? Now look at these green numbers here. So I'm on the financial statement and the definitions. Active for loans, average value of outstanding borrows on Radiant Capital. It's up 21%. The fees are up 0.2%. This is March to March, for the month of March. The supply side fees up 0.2%. Revenue 0.2%. Revenue minus token incentives, that's the stuff that they pay out. It's plus 5.8%. Obviously, the price of the token, 35%, right? So that's important to understand as well. The fully diluted market cap, 35% positive. The circulating market cap, 60.6% positive. The RD and the trading volume on the tokens, 36% in the positive. And here's the category that is most important, I think, if you're considering something. Daily active users, active developers, and code commits. Got to get some people producing, building some stuff, making it better, improving it. Daily active users. It says 1.13 thousand. It's up 3.1%. Active developers, number of distinct GitHub users that made a 1+ commit to the project's public GitHub repositories. Now, remember, a lot of times they don't even make these things public. During the past 30 days, it's up 233%. And it says code commits, number of commits to the project public GitHub repositories. It says 40, and that is up 471%. So not only are they winning in the earnings, right? It's important. You want some sustainable stuff. When you're talking about yield, deposit, and borrowing, you want some sustainable stuff. So not only are they winning in the earnings, the daily active users, active devs, and code commits are in the green as well. So again, financial advice certainly would never begin to tell you what to do with your money. But I'm playing the new element of this, right? So I'm playing competing in the same market space as Aave and Compound. But remember, those marketplaces are established, well accepted, right? You got companies hooking up with Aave and Compound and Maker in the real world assets and tokenization of things, right? Hooking up with those blue chippers and plugging into their platform so that their customers can get involved into DeFi, right? So now you got the number one layer 2 on Ethereum winning the game, right? Killing the game. And you got the number one Aave-like, right? Lender bar platform on Arbitrum, having proved itself. Again, We don't want to chase the game. We want the game to come to us. I've improved itself. So no, we didn't get in at the 2 cents, right? But it's proven itself in the marketplace. And I think with the launch of the Arbitrum token, which is going to happen on March 24th, I think this is the play, because I think a lot of times, for me in the Crypto Sieges home, that's the play. You got this platform that's number one on this platform, Arbitrum, or this chain, this layer 2 that is winning. I think that's massive. MB, High Siege and Company. What's going on, MB? How are you? Where can we get the Arbitrum token? Is that what you're asking, John 316? Good morning and blessings to you, bro. The big wheel, the real big wheel is in the building. How are you? Arbitrum has not launched their token yet. So are you talking about Radiant or are you talking about Arbitrum? Arbitrum is not launching until the 24th. Oh, Digital Function headed out to the clubs here in Thailand. Nice. Take care all. Stack that flare. I will be wearing my new Flare Network shirt tonight. Nice. I didn't even know you can get a Flare Network shirt. I didn't even know. Digital Functus in Pattaya. MB. So Arbitrum John 316 has not launched its token and won't do so until the 24th. Most people are expecting that thing to launch at over $1. It's going to be interesting to see how that goes. But I am is that an Ethiopian mug behind you, Siege? No Ethiopian mug. Oh, wait a minute. You talking about that's the Jamaica. That's Jamaica. That's Jamaica mug. So that's the play that I wanted to share with you guys. Listen, guys, make sure you do your homework and do your due diligence. But I think Radiant Capital is very, 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 very promising. Now, let me see here. Let's go over their version 2 here. Let's go here. Announced in Radiant version 2, a new era in decentralized finance. Okay, I want part 1. Okay. This should be part 1. Boy, I'm telling you, this internet is dragging. Wow. All right, let's share that. Meeting is now streaming. Yes, I know. It has a unique selling proposition. There it is right there. Yeah. When you hear about a project in the mainstream media or by most crypto influencers, the opportunity to make seismic gains has usually passed. Sometimes the best projects are the ones you find yourself and take a chance on. Before I go over this project and my thesis for investing in it here are a few things I find incredibly sexy about it. The product is on Arbitrum, it's community driven, it has a unique selling proposition to potentially keep investors from dumping the reward token. That's important. At the time of writing, the native token has under a 50,000 market cap. So this must have been early. Yeah, February 2nd. The platform, oh, no, that's not what I want. This is ZyberSwap. That's not what I want. Most crypto projects do not run profitable organization. 98% of our projects in crypto are not even mentioned in profit conversations because they simply have no revenue. Announcing Radiant's version 2, a new era in DeFi. And DeFi's new emerging narrative of sustainable real yields, a lack of revenue is simply not acceptable. The goal is for Radiant V2 to be named the protocol with the lowest price to fee ratio in all of crypto, while continuing to offer seamless omni-chain lending, which again, I think is going to be the game changer. You come in on Arbitrum, right? You're dealing with less of the fees as if you had to, right? Dealing with less of the fees. And then if you're on Arbitrum, but you want to participate in some DeFi thing going on Pancake Swap, you can do it from the Radiant platform. You can borrow your tokens there and get to that Pancake Swap or Sushi Swap from the platform. I think that's cool. A low ratio is, the chart below tracks the price to fee ratios of all DeFi projects, similar to PE ratios for stock. A low ratio is indicative of a token with high fees and low market cap. There are thousands of projects that will never make this list. Will never make this list because they not only have zero fee capture, but they distribute tokens at 20x or 100x their fee capture. This distribution model essentially treats native tokens as marketing and customer acquisition expenses. Very important. DeFi 1 has been plagued by copycat protocols featuring zero utility and high emission governance. Remember what I said? That the advantage that a platform like Radiant Capital has is from learning from the projects in the past, right? That started out in the beginning. Very, very important. DeFi 1 is plagued by copycat protocols featuring zero utility and high emission governance tokens that inevitably get farmed to zero. Yep. We've all seen that happen. People just, farm the tokens, dump the tokens. Current emission models have unequivocally failed at holding value over time. The chart below tracks the value of DeFi 1 tokens against ETH. Wow, see how it starts high and it goes down because people just sell the tokens. This occurred for several reasons. The tokens did not provide sufficient utility, and governance-only tokens with zero value accrual got appropriately repriced to the value of governance over time. Extremely low barrier to earning DeFi tokens from mercenary liquidity providers. LPs could deposit tokens, earn yield, sell off the tokens, then move on to the next project once yield is compressed. This was seen time and time again on more than 95% of DeFi protocols. 100% correct. The combined brainpower of DAO's advisors, core contributors, and community means that this post is several years in the making after watching DeFi 1.0 and 2.0 unfold in predictable fashion. We will be outlining various strategies to solve some of Radiant's initial mistakes in V1 while ushering a new ecosystem that our community has colloquially labeled as DeFi 3.0. Got it. An ecosystem focused on various mechanisms in place to prevent mercenary farming, use cases with real utility for the future and longevity of DeFi, seamless cross-chain borrowing within minutes, true governance and fully implemented discourse discussions. Okay, great. Snapshot voting, awesome. Support 20 plus new collateral options. So I showed you like 5 or 6, Wrap Bitcoin, ETH, DAI, USDC, UDT, right? Those are the kind of the popular ones where you can provide liquidity, but they're going to go to more than 20 plus assets that you can deposit and lend on this platform. And it says with extremely safe LTV limits, generating more fees for the DAO. Okay, wait, it says what wasn't working with Radiant version 1. Here's a summary and some key takeaways. They tell you initial emissions were unsustainable and led to too much inflation, insufficient runway, a low incentive to provide on-chain liquidity to the protocol, exit penalties were not optimally designed, fixed unlock periods. Okay, great. So it's good that they are highlighting realizing the mistakes that they made. So how is Radiant 2 different? The two main concerns emerged from discussions with community and advisors. How will the next Radiant really create a better? To address these concerns, Radiant 2 will include revolutionary changes to core protocols, mechanisms, emissions utility, and deeper cross-chain, right? One of Radiant's first priorities will be to move our current ERC20 RDN token to layer 0 OFT, omni-chain fungible token format. This migrated, developed from many conversations with layer 0, which is cool. Will make cross-chain fee sharing more seamless, enable quicker launches on initial chains like Binance, which is BNB chain slated to launch shortly after Arbitrum V2, and permit native ownership of bridging contracts rather than relying on third-party bridges. I got it. So you guys got it, right? They got the treatment of expired locks on here, which is important. Vesting time increased from 28 days to 90 days. Nice. And Radiant One users must either vest their R&D for Radiant for emissions for 28 days or incur 50% reduction. So they increased it. They changed the lock mechanism as well. In version 2, the community has voted to remove expired locks from the emissions. Users will now be able to enable an auto relock option. Very nice. And the change in the protocol fees, et cetera, et cetera. So again, on the move and making some significant changes, I just think is massively important. So that's kind of how I see it. That's kind of how I see it. And this has a diagram of Radiant being in the number 2 spot, finishing top 2 across DeFi growth and TVL fees and revenues respectively. It's it's number 1 in TVL, number 2 in fees, and number 2 in revenue. So those are some good numbers. All we know is that the Dow, okay, great. So that's kind of my play there, guys. I wanted to share that with you guys. Tell me what you think. Let me know what you think in the chat. And again, I'm asking for anyone who might have taken the opportunity or chance to participate in Casper, let me know. What is going on? Oh my God. Let me know if you had a chance to do that. I'm trying to get back to the chat here, and this thing is not cooperating. There it is. No. There it is. Stark Origins in the building. I got my Arbitrum airdrop on 2 wallets. There was people that predicted the Arbitrum token to be at a price of $10 and above. Yeah. Good for you, Stark Origins. So you must have been providing liquidity before February. I'm glad you got your airdrops, bro. What's going on, Kyle Timor? Good to see you. So that's my play on Arbitrum. It's Radiant right now. When I think about it, that it could be the Aave of the Arbitrum ecosystem. I like that. I like that idea. And right now it's winning. And so I like that. But let me show you the Aave numbers just in case. Show the Aave numbers. Aave right now is like $76 or something right now. $74, $76. Radiant is 40 cents. So that's another thing that I was looking at, right? So some potential gainers, and I think Aave got as high as, if I'm not mistaken, Aave was in the hundreds of dollars. Let's look at Aave. There's Radiant trading at 41 cents now. Boy, this thing here is just something, this internet, man. And it's pretty early here in the great state of Texas. It's pretty early. But yet we still got some internet issues going on. All right, let's look at AAVE. Let's take a look at Aave podcasters. What the freak is going on with this thing? Wi-Fi must be really bad. Must be really bad. Okay, I got it pulled up there. Got it pulled up. It's loading, and I'll share the screen. All right, we got Aave up. Let's share the numbers. So again, guys, Aave is currently trading at $78. The all-time low for Aave says here was in 2020 of $26.20. I think it was lower than that, but we'll see what he's got going on here. Yeah, so it was $26 according to CoinGecko. All-time high for Aave, you know, the one that won in the market share on Ethereum, $661. $661. Radiant is trading for 40 cents, winning the market share on this new layer 2 called Arbitrum. And you know how that stuff goes. In my opinion, what I've experienced has been in the space since like 2016 is when you win that market share in an ecosystem on a new layer, whether it be layer 1 or layer 2, a lot of great things begin to happen. Trading at 41 cents, it was just 40 cents seconds ago. Something to ponder, right? Make sure you guys, whatever kind of decision or conclusion you guys come up with, 3 cents, okay, 3 cents. So yeah, the 3 cent thing, right? Some people got that X from the beginning. 4 cents, it looks like it launched at around 4 cents. It got as low as 3 cents and it's at 40 cents now. And again, for me, so 1 cent was the all-time low. For me, I don't like the idea of hopping on something that's new, that's on something that's new in the beginning. That's just kind of my thing. So we'll see. Some people may want a dollar cost average in at this 41 cents. It all depends what you think. It's only up, it's only down 30% from the all-time high, 58 cents. Again, just something is telling me that with the Arbitrum token launch coming up, that the chains on or ecosystems on Arbitrum are going to kind of do its thing. I don't know why I can't talk. You guys let me know what you think, but that's kind of where I am. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that is it right there, guys. Tell me what you think in the chat. That chart doesn't look like Casper. That chart doesn't look like Casper. But that's kind of where I am on considering really looking into this and considering whether it's the right time to put some cash into it. Definitely will put some cash into it. For sure. Just got to kind of figure out if what that run is going to look like. There's going to be a pullback. Is this at all, is this buying at the all-time high, buying at the all-time high range or not? But I do think that Radiant is going to be the one in terms of the Aave compound marketplace on Arbitrum. That's kind of where I am, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out today. It's been a really, really cool hang. I appreciate each and every one of you taking the time to hit that like button, come hanging out with the Crypto C's. Thank you, Kyle Timor, Keyless, Stark Origin. Appreciate you checking in. NB and the Digital Funkster. Appreciate you being here. The Real Big Will, my guy. Appreciate you checking in. RC, John 316, Michael 02. Appreciate you guys being here. Agent Orange 210. Appreciate you being here, my dude. Michael McKazy, as always. Appreciate you. Darcy with checked in. Appreciate you checking in. Master EZ in the building. Appreciate you hanging in and checking in, my guy. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to end this one like I do all of my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather that we remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating, or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. All right, guys. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.